Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Neil and today we're going to unbox the Positive Grid Spark. I don't know if it's the Mini or whether it's the slightly bigger one, but we're going to unbox it and we're going to have a quick jam on it and see what it's like, get some first impressions. Okay guys, so just first of all, a bit about Positive Grid. It's been about 2 years since I first got in touch with Positive Grid and I really was interested in getting the Spark amps on the channel and also the bias heads on the channel. Now, I don't know if you can remember the bias heads, I think they're discontinued now, but basically all your settings that you had and your amp tones in Bias Effects 2 or probably then the original Bias Effects, you could transport them to your bias head and you could go out there live and you could gig with it. And if you went to a studio, you could also have the same tone that you have live by rigging the bias head straight into the desk, you know, and recording your guitar that way. And it just seemed like a really cool, innovative product. Now for me, when that was released quite a long time ago now, I think it was ahead of its time. I don't think us guys as guitarists were really ready for that type of thing. So I just think we weren't ready for it. I think now, if they re-released it, maybe rebadged it, relabeled it, remarketed it, I think that it would do really well. Since then, Positive Grid have moved on and they now have these mini little practice amps called Sparks. There's a Spark Mini and there's a slightly bigger one. Not sure on the wattage actually of the bigger one, but these are practice amps, and they're for guys that jam at home, that want the flavour of like these tones of these amps that you can see behind me, big tube amps, but they don't want the expense and they don't want the massive cabs because they're just playing at home, but they do want that kind of similar feel and similar flavour. Probably asking why the hell I would want one when I've got all these amps behind me. And that's because sometimes I just want to jam. I just want to turn an amp on, plug straight into it. I just want to jam. I want to have all the effects, everything that I need, all in one place. And I really enjoy that. We don't always have time to practice and jam. I don't have time, to wait for tubes to warm up to figure out which cab's plugged in where and all that business. And I think just having a small practice amp is good for anybody. And if you're out there on the road, and you gig, it's really handy to have an amp like the Positive Grid Spark, because you know as well as I do that we should all be warming up before gigs if we're doing the job properly. Right, without further ado, we're going to unbox this thing and we're going to find out exactly what is in the box, whether it's a Spark Mini or whether it's the bigger Spark. Some guys just want to plug it in and see what it sounds like out of the box, and that's probably the way that some guys will use it, and that's how we're going to use it today. We are going to do plenty of demos on this thing, way more in depth, using the software and programming the head and seeing what different tones we can get. So if you are wanting to go more in depth and you are wanting my presets once I've done them, then it probably is wise for you to press subscribe right now if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to my channel and you don't want to subscribe, then just give me a like, or more importantly to me anyway, please comment below. I'm a YouTuber that talks to my subscribers or people that comment in general. I've got a bit of OCD, I don't like to ignore any comments. At worst, you will get a love or a thumb up or something, but I like to actually comment back and have a conversation with most of you guys. Obviously, the bigger the channel gets, the harder that is going to be. Need to give some credit to FedEx for delivering this because it was really quick, like super quick, like basically 3 days it's taken to get here, that's it. Right, so this is the Spark Mini that they've sent me. I'll just get it out of the box because it's a box in a box, obviously, because they've packaged things very well. It's going to be a cute little thing, this, by the look of the size of it. Right, there's a manual here. It's quite in depth. We're not going to bother with that. I mean, I probably might have to one day, but right now we're not going to bother with it. It's quite well packaged, this thing. Oh, it's light, as expected, I guess. Wow, it's tiny. So I've only heard 2 demos of the Mini. One was Ola's. I can't remember who did the other one. It sounded pretty big for a little practice amp. Usually they don't mic up that well, little practice amps, but I've been told by Positive Grid, who sent me this out, that they want me to mic it up because actually it mics up quite well. So we'll see how that goes today. Right, first of all, that is so damn cute. Look at that thing. Look at my little baby. He's a little baby amplifier. Yeah, so I don't know what accent that was. You've got some strap buttons here that are similar to like what you have on a guitar. And I've seen in the bottom of the box, if I can reach this thing here, which obviously fits on there. So you can carry it. I'm not strong enough. I need to go back to the gym. I've just been to the gym and put my back out actually, which is why I'm sat a bit strange. Oh, that's snug. Whew, that's one side on. So yeah, this is just so you can pick it up and move it around. I'm struggling. It's on. That's a snug fit, which is good. So there you go. This is a really light amplifier. On top here, let's look at the controls. So you have your presets here over this side. I'm assuming it says music there. I'm assuming that's volume for the music, and you'll be able to jam along to tracks and stuff, which is cool because I have an EP out, coming out, sorry, that's in the making, and I need to learn those tracks because I'm intending to jam to them live for you guys in the end. In the middle here it says guitar, so that will be to mix your guitar and your music together, and your preset will be over here on the other side. On the back here we have an auxiliary in, so you can plug whatever you want, you know, an MP3 player if you still have those damn things, or you know, a mobile phone straight into there. You can also use headphones, which is really cool for me. I'll probably actually keep this upstairs in my bedroom, you know, next to the bed, so I can just jam on it with headphones on a night. Auxiliary in there, so your phone can go into, I've already covered. USB here, a button there that says pair, and also hold for tuner. So you can tune with this thing as well, obviously, once you've got your mobile phone together in conjunction with it. So if you guys are wanting to use your phone with this thing, then you need to download the Spark app, which will enable you to save your settings, your presets to the Spark amp. But for today, we're just going to see what it's like out of the box. We're going to flick through the presets and see how we go. Right, that's enough talking now. That's out of the way, thank God. Let's get this thing fired up. Let's hear what it sounds like out of the box. Don't forget to subscribe because we are going to do, like I say, tons more in-depth demos of this little thing. And also, I think the bigger brother Spark is also getting sent out to me as well. So I can't wait to try that out too. Let's go.